No, I'm more of a Essex boy. I know it's kind of bad, but yeah, I like it.
I wouldn't say so, no. I'm from Lithuania, so I'm a foreigner.
I wouldn't say I was necessarily a Londoner. I live on the outskirts of London, but I commute into London every day.
In a way, I would say I would feel like a Londoner, but I would feel more of a foreigner. Throughout time, I would say it's become more, the ethnic groups have made it more traditional than how it was before.
Post-colonialist, definitely, very diverse in its ethnicities.
Everyone's very sort of from everywhere. It doesn't really have a specific sort of culture that everyone goes by. It's very multicultural.
London's culture is very diverse in that there's many things to do in our city, revolving around different subjects such as arts, films, media. I think there's something quite unique about London.
Yes, I would say it's very all over the place.
Yeah, it's classed as a super city, only one of 3 in the world, so it's obviously going to bring in quite a crowd.
Yes, I would. Compared to all the other countries, for example, France, I would say this is more multicultural.
I definitely think it's a city that's renowned for being quite a tourist attraction, and a lot of people all over the world want to make it a place they want to visit. I wouldn't agree with all parts of London the same. They're all very different, especially the type of people that live and work in each, and the opportunities that are available in different parts of London. I think the amount of money that it costs to live in a certain part of London makes it more attractive, whereas you can't necessarily afford to live in the nicest parts of London, so you have to sometimes make exceptions.
No, you've got Camden and you've got South Bank. There's just so many different parts where, you know, different communities come together.
I wouldn't say so, because everyone creates their own sort of comfort zone and they sort of stick to that place, and I feel like types of people stick to the place where they're comfortable.
No. For one reason, because you've got kind of like north and you've got the west, who are just like mostly into kind of like business type, and you've got the east, and probably some of the south, who are more into kind of like an art kind of culture into it.
I think the London art community is very diverse. There's a lot of stuff going on everywhere and it's all very arty.
With the new generation now, it's become more arty, because back in the time there wasn't much going on, but now it's changed quite a lot.
I'd say the community for arts in London is very vast, in that there's not only places where you can learn to make your art better, but there's places where you can display it. We've got many galleries.
I like how it's got reference to a lot of historical art, as well as integrating that with the modern era.
I was surprised actually by the amount of people who I work with that didn't actually continue on from college and go to university. They just kind of went straight from college and straight to work.